Meet the heroes of today's story, Raghav Koyal and Aditya Fatehpuria. These two young buds are not just creating jewelry, they are crafting a revolution in Jaipur with Zillionaire. Their innovative approach has popularized the iced-out fashion concept throughout India. But how did these two teenagers turn a love for bling into a business sensation? And not just any business, but one that caught the eye of Shark Anupam Mittal himself, leading to a massive investment of 1 crore. How did they do it? How did they blend the rhythm of hip-hop with the finesse of jewelry making? What challenges did they face while turning their dream into a dazzling reality? And what's the secret sauce that makes Zillionaire not just another brand, but a trendsetter in the making? The answers are just as fascinating as their journey, from late-night brainstorming sessions to making the perfect pitch to a shark. Their story is a roller coaster of innovation, determination, and sheer passion. But wait, there's more. What are their plans after getting the investment boost? How are they planning to take Zillionaire global? And most importantly, what can other aspiring entrepreneurs learn from Raghav and Aditya's story? To uncover all these secrets, you've got to dive into the full story with Exitfund. So, get ready to be inspired, learn, and see how dreams turn into reality. If you're inspired by startup stories that showcase grit, perseverance, and innovative approaches, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing content. Watch the entire video to experience the Zillionaire journey, a tale of bling, business, and beyond. Don't miss it. In the pink city of Jaipur, where ancient traditions meet modern dreams, Raghav Koyal and Aditya Fatehpuria began their incredible journey. As young boys, they were captivated by the vibrant world of hip-hop. It wasn't just the music that caught their attention. It was the flashy, bold style of hip-hop jewelry that fascinated them. They loved how these pieces weren't just ornaments, but statements of identity and style. As they grew, so did their fascination. They noticed something missing in the Indian market. This very style of jewelry that had them hooked. In Jaipur's lanes, filled with traditional jewels, the glint of hip-hop jewelry was nowhere to be seen. That's when the light bulb went off. Why not fill this gap themselves? 2020 was the year. Raghav, just 18 and still exploring school life, alongside Aditya, decided to turn their dream into reality. They dove into jewelry business research, laying the groundwork for a serious venture. The rise of Raghav and Aditya's dream venture wasn't a smooth sail. Imagine being teenagers, juggling textbooks and business plans. That was their life. Every day was a tightrope walk between school assignments and sketching jewelry designs. Time was a precious commodity they had to manage wisely. Funds were another hurdle. They didn't have deep pockets or a big company backing them. Every rupee counted. They had to be smart, thinking twice before spending, ensuring every investment in their dream was worth it. Raghav and Aditya's journey with Zillionaire took an exciting turn when they decided to open their first store. It was a bold step, a physical space to bring their online brand into the real world. The location, right in the heart of Jaipur, where the old and new blend seamlessly. The store was named Zillionaire, and it was more than just a place to sell jewelry. It was a statement, a symbol of their dreams turning into reality. Now, about the name Zillionaire, it wasn't just picked out of a hat. The duo wanted a name that would echo their ambition and the feeling they wanted their jewelry to give. Zillionaire was perfect. It sounded grand and catchy. It carried a sense of their vision to make each customer feel a zillion bucks. Not just in wealth, but in style and confidence as well. Then came the doubts, the raised eyebrows. Hip-hop jewelry in Jaipur. Some thought it was too bold, too different. But Raghav and Aditya saw this as a challenge, not a setback. They believed in their vision, even if it was new to the market. Their secret weapon, going direct to customer, DTC. No middlemen and no extra costs. Just them and their customers. This approach was hit especially with Gen Z and millennials. These were folks who loved shopping online, who valued uniqueness and personal touch. Zillionaire's DTC model meant they could offer just that, creating a special bond with their buyers. But what really made Zillionaire shine was their jewelry itself. Each piece was a blend of bold hip-hop style and craftsmanship. They weren't just selling chains and rings. They were selling a slice of a fresh culture to India. The quality, oh, it spoke for itself. Every item was crafted to be not just beautiful, but durable. Something that could be worn day in and day out. In a market filled with traditional designs, Zillionaire stood out. Raghav and Aditya had carved a niche for themselves. A place where hip-hop swagger met Jaipur's traditional charm. That's how Zillionaire began to rise, turning heads and changing minds. One piece of jewelry at a time. Raghav and Aditya's big day came when they were going to present their idea in Shark Tank India. They prepared day and night, rehearsing their pitch and refining every detail of their business plan. Their mission: to convince one of the biggest names in the business world to invest in Zillionaire. During their presentation, it was clear that Anupam Mittal was really impressed by them. Standing before sharks, their nerves were hidden behind confident smiles. They spoke passionately about Zillionaire, their journey, their unique designs, and how they had carved a niche in the hip-hop jewelry market. They explained their vision and potential of Zillionaire and how they planned to scale it. Then came the moment that would change everything. Anupam Mittal said yes. He agreed to invest 1 crore rupees for a 10% stake in Zillionaire. It was more than just money. It was a stamp of approval from a business titan. Raghav and Aditya's joy was unmatched. Their hard work had paid off, and their belief in their brand was validated. This investment was a game changer. It meant they could expand faster, reach more customers, and introduce even more unique designs. They could upgrade their online presence, make the shopping experience even better for their customers, and maybe even open more stores. But more than that, this success brought them recognition. Suddenly, Zillionaire wasn't just a local brand. It became the talk of the town. It opened doors to new opportunities, new collaborations, and a brighter future for their dream. Their jewelry became a go-to choice for celebs including KJO, Badshah, and Malaika Arora. Raghav and Aditya knew the power of social media. To boost Zillionaire, they turned to platforms like Instagram and Facebook. They posted pictures of their shiny jewelry, shared stories behind their designs, and connected with their followers daily. They also teamed up with influencers. These were people who had the eyes and ears of Gen Z and millennials. Keeping up with the trends was key. Raghav and Aditya constantly watched global fashion trends. They didn't just follow these trends, they added their own twist, making every piece uniquely Zillionaire. This knack for innovation kept their designs fresh and exciting. They understood their audience well. Gen Z and millennials wanted more than just jewelry. They wanted to express themselves. So Zillionaire's designs weren't just about looking good. They were about making a statement and standing out. Growth brought its own set of challenges. Competition was fierce. There were other brands, bigger and more established. But Raghav and Aditya focused on what made Zillionaire unique. Their story, their style, and their connection with the customers. Expanding their product line was another hurdle. They wanted to offer more, but also maintain the quality that Zillionaire was known for. They listened to their customers, took feedback seriously, and learned from any missteps. This customer-centric approach helped them grow without losing their essence. Raghav and Aditya's journey with Zillionaire taught them a lot, especially about the importance of staying up to date with trends. In the fast-moving world of fashion and jewelry, what's popular today might not be tomorrow. They learned to keep their eyes open, always watching for the next big thing. This wasn't just about keeping their brand trendy. It was about staying relevant and connected to their customers. Innovation was another key lesson. They didn't just settle for what was already out there. They brought in new ideas, fused different styles, and always looked for ways to make their jewelry stand out. This innovative spirit kept their brand fresh and exciting. Understanding their audience played a huge role in their success. They knew who they were designing for, the Gen Z and millennials. They listened to them, understood their desires, and tailored their brand to meet these expectations. This deep understanding of their target audience helped them build a brand that truly resonated with their customers. Raghav and Aditya's Zillionaire story is a masterclass in trend savvy, grit, innovation, and knowing your crowd. Their journey isn't just a success story, it's a roadmap for anyone aiming to make waves in the business world. If you're inspired by these jewelry enthusiastic lads, and you're also carving out something unique in your business but lack funding, connect with us at exitfund.com. Let's turn your vision into reality. To immerse deeper into the world of startups and venture capitalists, keep watching Exitfund. And if you're inspired, like, share and subscribe for more stories like this.